bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Now the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Off play action, Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Second and 10.
Here we go, son.
Now the first carry here for the running back. They had not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
These guys running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Fields going to move him around.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hey, run! Go, let's go!
Now Lawrence. pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Here's Lane. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
That's caught by Harrison right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 20-yard line.
Fields going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. To throw is Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bowers. Touchdown, Vikings. Brock Bowers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Lawrence will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Brian Thomas, 56 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after here coming up. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2 and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Center.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
23.
Here's Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Here we go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never like get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, gun. Hey, run. Silver.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 26. 109 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking at mid-season form here in the opener. 3rd and 2.
Hey.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Continued struggles here in the 2nd quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert 3rd downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
Pass taken in by his Bears big tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, their offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with it down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
319, next up.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. They find some open field here. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Vikings 6.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused